Hello and welcome back to another character creation video. My name's Lumin and today we're having a look at Tekken 8. Now, I don't think I need to introduce Tekken to anyone. I feel like most people know this game, this series, a lot of it, because it has been around for quite a few years. But better safe than sorry, let's do the intro. Get ready for the next chapter in the legendary fighting game franchise Tekken. This new installation comes with 32 new fighters, a new story with new rivalries, a new battle system, Heat, that dials up the aggressive nature of battles, a new single-player mode called Arcade Quest, wherein you craft your own unique avatar and embark on your new Tekken life, and much, much more. And that last one is the main reason we're here. We're going to have a look at the avatar customization and a whole lot of other stuff. But first, I'm going to say if you'd like to do a deep dive to discover all there is to discover about Tekken 8, you can find some links below. You'll also find some timestamps down there. You might want to use them, find what you're looking for, and leave satisfied. Now, for this video, what we are going to be doing is we're going to jump into the avatar customization first. This doesn't really look like Tekken. It's kind of different. And you'll see as we jump in here and start customizing, you're not customizing any of the Tekken characters. You're making your own unique avatar that represents you in the world. And you can use this avatar in the Arcade Quest, and I think it's called the Avatar Lounge, right? You can also buy new bits and pieces for the avatar. You'll see as we go through here, you use fight money to purchase stuff for it, so there'll be even more customization post-creation. Once we're done with the avatar stuff, we're going to have a look at the Tekken character customization. So all 32 characters, all the fighters that are in the game, actually have a whole bunch of interesting stuff on them. I won't cover all of it. This is more going to be the kind of thing that you're going to want to jump into and look at yourself. I just want to show you what this system looks like and works like, and I will show you enough for you to understand just how much there is. Then we'll also, after that, have a look at the player customization, which is just a couple of extras you can use to spice up your profile. So there you go. Probably the longest intro ever, but with all of that said, let's jump into the avatar customization. It's actually kind of cool. It's kind of fun, and there's a lot of nice stuff in here. Now, you do not make a male or female character, you just make a character, right? So your first options are the body options. You can jump in here and do face outline, skin, eyes, hair. It's all the stuff you'd expect. So let's have a look at what we've actually got available. I'm using the controller for this. I don't often use the controller, but with Tekken, it was really clunky using mouse and keyboard. I just want to say, if you are going to play this game for yourself, please, oh god, please just use a controller. So the models already look kind of nice. They just gave me a random one here when I jumped in. Every time you come in here, it's a different one. That's the only way to randomize. And then you can actually save your character in up to 10 slots, so you can save a bunch of different appearances, and you can customize these guys at any point. You can change them as much as you'd like. So, faces. Let's have a look at what's available. These are male and female faces, so you can just sort of pick the one you want and roll with it. And I think that's actually fantastic. You know, you're making your avatar. You're not making a specific gender. You're not really making a specific nationality, ethnicity, nothing. You're just making an avatar. And for the purposes of this video, we'll go with this face over here because I feel like it could really be anything. Then we can look at the outlines. And I want to say something quite positive about this. I love the way they've done the face outlines. There's a face option, which we just looked at, and that was the overall structure of the face. You know, the nose, the eyes, the shape, your character's lips, the overall look and feel. But they have a face outline here that also changes things up, and this is actually something that I've not seen all that much of, where you first pick the face, then you pick an outline that once again just changes that initial impression that you get. And it can also change the feel of the character. You can present as someone that's more muscular, more toned. You can present as someone slightly heavier, someone slightly sharper featured, more chiseled around the chin, if you know what I'm saying. And I really like how, you know, you're basically giving players that many faces. There's 17 different faces. Then you take in those and you're giving each of them another 7 choices. And it's actually a phenomenal way of doing it. It's smart. Because that's a lot of options, right? That's a lot of options. So, once again, for the purposes of this video, I'll just take the first one because it looks the most neutral. But I love this idea. It really is cool. Now, if you were thinking this was grounded in reality, you were thinking wrong. While they do not give you full RGB, they do in fact give you a bunch of really interesting skin tones to use. Now, I don't know who made the choices here. I don't know who said, yeah, well, let's give them green, whatever this pinky color is, blue, sea green, cyan. That's a lot of greens, by the way. Yellow and reddish. I don't know who decided these colors were the colors, but these are the colors. This is it. Now, I'm going to point out that the skin colors are good. They're nice. You got the light tones. You can go all the way to the darker tones. You've got some slightly warmer versions and some slightly cooler versions. It's nice. It's nice. And then you got the crazy ones, you know, these ones. And honestly, I feel like it is more than enough. Without even adding these colorful ones, this top line would have been enough, right? It would have been enough. It's okay. I just don't quite understand who chose these colors and why specifically these colors were the ones that were given to us. You know what I'm saying? It's just a weird thing, right? Now, I would have understood if they maybe had more to unlock later, and maybe they will add more, but at this point, there isn't much more. Now, when it comes to eyes and hair and stuff like that, you will notice that it's basically full RGB. But this game right here is one of the examples that I actually really like to have, because I usually praise the exact opposite of this. Now, it's not that bad, but this is one of the systems where you don't get a one-to-one. And what I mean by saying that is the color that you pick in here, and I've got a mouse to show you, the color that you pick in here is not the color that you get in there, right? So basically I'm picking this green over here. You can see it comes out darker. They've got the reflections on the eyes that they have there, and it basically obscures the color a little bit. It's not that bad. It's a very tame example of it, and you still have a great selection of colors. But this is generally what I like to point out and say, like, hey, if you zoom out a little bit, that color is going to be lost in translation. There are, however, a lot of really cool colors here, and I am 100% certain you'll find something that you like. Let's pick something nice and bright. Let's go with a nice blue. All right. So there are different blues here. We'll take this one. It looks like the brightest one. Then we're going to pop out again. We're going to look at the hair. So here you'll see the first paid stuff. Fight money is stuff that you can actually earn while playing the game. I actually kind of like what they've done with the stubble here, by the way. I just spoke about this in great length in my Enshrouded video where they had really nice stubble. This is also really nice stubble. It's got some texture to it. This is terrible. This is a texture that they popped onto it. Now, I say this has texture. It has depth. It has what you would consider a nice feeling when you run your hand over it. That's what I mean by texture. And this is a texture that they've pasted on top of their head, and it's just flat. So 2 different textures I'm talking about here. If that makes sense. Sorry, I ramble a little bit. The way this works, however, is that if you have 50,000 fight money, you can come and buy this style right here. And you can equip it, and it's yours. Same for this one down here. We'll go through all the styles, however, and we'll look at what's available. The ones that have that little color palette icon, this one over here, they're the ones that have color options available on them. Some don't, but you'll see that most do. And what you can do then is you can open the color changing, and it gives you the same list of colors that you saw on the eyes, basically. For the customization of this video right here, I'm going to show you all the different colors that you get right now. I'll scroll through them. Then, and there are some nice ones. There's like a really deep red over there that looks nice. They have different shading on them and stuff like that. But then I'm just going to pick one and we'll go through all of them with that one. It's kind of cool. The options that you have. And you can see that you are doing your hair separately from the eyebrows, which is kind of cool. That's good. It's a nice option to have. But the colors here, yeah, I mean, it's not full RGB, but it's about as close as you're going to get. And yeah, you might be able to sort of nitpick a little bit here and say, oh, the one specific color you want's not here. But no, I won't allow that. So the rest of the hairstyles, they're pretty nice. I like what they've done with the hair. You know, it's a pretty simple style of avatar that you're making, but they did manage to put enough detail in here to make the hairstyles look cool. You know, it's sort of this cartoony look that you might recognize from games like let's say Kingdom Hearts is actually a pretty fantastic comparison. And you can see some of the hairstyles actually have extras in, like this one has a little headset. But it's that kind of cartoony style. Once again, you are doing male and female customization together. So you have 25 styles here that are shared between male and female. And yeah, there's more than enough. I think that there are some nice styles here for everyone. There are longer styles that are kind of nice. There are the mid-length ones, and there's definitely some nice short ones and some punky ones here. It's cool. It's cool. We will take... Let's just take this one for now. And I'll make it black. There you go. It's the least distracting. Next up, we have eyebrow color. This pretty much explains itself. I'm not even going to go through all the options. It's the same as the hair. Same colors. And it presents itself in the same way. Then we have other. This is... yeah. It's facial. It's facial hair. There's some other stuff in here you'll see in just a minute. I think there's beauty spots and scars as well. The facial hair is interesting. So I kind of like what they've done with a lot of it. And even the textures that they have are quite nice. So that one you can see is textured. And this one is sort of 3D. Texture as in they pasted a flat texture on the face. And the 3D one has individual strands. And they all look okay. The beards and stuff actually look pretty decent. I like it. Once again, you can take this and you can put a color on it if you want. I think it's okay. And then over here we have some beauty spots. Kind of nice. And I think that there are, yeah, some scars as well. There's a little plaster. It's kind of cute. And a splat. And that is that. That is that. You can also remove it. Then, your final choice in your body options is your movement. It's your motion. You've got type B or type A. So, the best way to explain this is a feminine and masculine way of moving around. So you can see this one, he sort of pulls his shoulders and his elbows a little more back. You can see the shoes and the foot position changes a little bit. The one's a little more prissy, I guess I could say, and the other one's a little more manly, I suppose. You can read into it as much or as little as you'd like. You can pick whatever you think is best. I do not think it's going to affect anything all that much, and you can also come back and change it if you don't like what you picked initially. So, that's the body stuff done. Now we're going to move on to clothes. This is really cool. There's a lot of fun stuff here. And this is something that they're going to expand upon, by the way. I actually read about it already, and they say that they've got lots of plans. They're going to put a lot of new stuff in here. It's most likely going to cost you fight money, but there is already a long list of stuff that they've planned. So this is full face stuff. These are helmets and masks and stuff like that. Yeah, they're okay. They're okay. I mean, they're cool if this is what you're after. Then there's head stuff. This is more like hats and half cover, I guess you could call it, where it just covers the top of your head. And there's some really nice stuff in here. I kind of like it. There's a lot of decent options. A lot of Tekken logos everywhere. And then some stuff that could be sort of more all-rounder-ish. And some of it, as you can see, does cost fight money. There's a straw hat if you want to go and be that guy from One Piece. And yeah, honestly, it's a decent selection because there's actually more that you can put on to customize. So you can pick one of these if you like. And then your next choice is glasses. And this is why I say there's actually more to customize. And you can mix and match all of these. Now, if you take the full face one, it does replace the head and the glasses. So you have to do those separately. But the glasses are kind of nice. There are a few decent styles here. I did expect there to be more shades, but there are some. There's actually like these ones that are pretty cool. There's nice reflections and stuff on there. They look kind of nice. And then there's the aviators, which are just a damn classic. They look fantastic. Then, upper body. Some pretty cool stuff here. It's very colorful, very full of life. And there's some cool, like, you know, Tekken style stuff. Like these dojo outfits. What are they called? I don't know. Gis? I think it's called a gi. I love it. I think it looks awesome. It's like, it's one of those styles that just, it works. Then there's some nice dresses. I'm actually a big fan of the dresses. I think they've done them relatively well. And yes, you can put them on your male characters because your male character is just a character. Who the hell cares? Male, female, whatever, man. You're just an avatar. Alright. I like that polka dot shirt. So yeah, I mean, I want to say the guys who made this, the artists who set all of this up, yeah, I feel like they were stylish fellows. Stylish gals. Because some of these are just awesome. Like this one, for instance. I really like this. Lots of nice, bright, vibrant colors. A lot of these choices are full of life. And a lot of the free ones that you just get without spending anything on are cool. They're just cool. Like, you can easily dress your character to impress here. And I think people are going to have a lot of fun with this. People who are probably way more creative than I am. Is that a Steam one? Yeah, I think it's a Steam one. Look at this. It's really nice. A ton of cool stuff. There's actually there's a really cool cape here with a hood and everything. Very nice. Very, very nice. Next up, lower body. There we go. So we've got this, you can see we've got the upper body, the sort of the whole cape or coat thing that he's got on. It's part of the upper body. We're just changing the pants here. I mean, I can change it away quickly and just pick like a hoodie or something. It's sort of whatever. Let's take this one so you can sort of not get distracted by it. Sorry, I mean, maybe it's me. I'm talking about myself. I'll get distracted by it. There's some really nice pants here. Really, really nice pants. There's some hot pants. Some skirts. Sorry, I'm struggling a bit with the controller. I'm not a controller guy. I feel out of my element whenever I have to use the controller, but I had to for this. The controls were just too clunky without it. You will also notice, and I want to point this out, and I didn't want to say too much about it yet, but all of these have color customizations. I am not going to get into that. I was going to actually go through all of them, then just give you a quick showcase of what's available. And that's just sort of, it's going to be its own thing, right? Because it's its own thing. So a lot of cool pants here, a lot of cool choices for your lower body. Every single one of these that has the little color dial on it is customizable, and it's greatly customizable. It really is. There's so much though, right? There is so much here. Okay, so we are at the bottom over here. Now I'm going to look quickly. Yeah, the shoes also have colors on them. So we're going to keep going a little bit, and I will show you. We're jumping into shoes now. At the end, I will show you, I mean, I can show it to you right now, the way it looks. There's a lot. There's a lot, and I'm going to save that for its own thing. Sorry, shoes. Here we go. Should I put some shorts on quickly, just so that we can see the shoes properly? Let's do it. Let's go with these ones. They feel pretty decent. Now, there's a lot of shoes. There's a lot of shoes. There's sandals. There's boots. And there's all sorts of other stuff. Damn. I'm just thinking about it. So, you know, wow. I was talking about all the face customization options and the stuff that you can do with the body. Now I'm just thinking about the clothing added to that. This customization system might actually have more options than any other system out there. And you'll see exactly what I mean. These boots are really sick. You'll see exactly what I mean when we jump into the color stuff for these different items here. Because when you jump into the color stuff, you will notice that there are multiple colors that you can customize on a lot of these. Like, as an example, this one has 4 different colors that you can do. Oh god, I don't want to get into it. There's some really nice shoes. I'm going to get into it. Just give me a minute. Accessory 1. Now, I'm going to point out right now that sometimes there are going to be accessories that count as all the accessory slots. I read about that. And you must just know that some of these might not be able to be equipped or combined with others. There are some really cool ones though, like a full guitar case, backpacks. It's kind of nice. So if there's an accessory that looks like pretty extreme, there's earrings, then just know that there might be a chance that you might not be able to do it with others. There's more earrings, bangles, that's kind of cool. Huh, very nice. Bracelets, watches, bangles, a lot of it, dude. There's a smartwatch. Cool. Very cool. Colorful bracelets. Oh, those little flower ones. Nice. And some gloves. So yeah, that's pretty cool. There's a lot here. Now, accessory 2 is the same as accessory 1. So if you want to do it, you can throw those on, and then you can come back, and you can also put that guy around your waist. And that's like, these guys know exactly their target audience. Everyone walks around with those at the fighting game conventions. Now, at the end here, I'm putting the color stuff in. This is, man, it's a pretty big deal, right? So basically every single one of these items is basically going to have, let's not equip this one, because then it's gonna, well, it doesn't really matter. It's going to take that stuff off our head. This one has 2 slots, right? So if I put the one slot on, let's say this pink over here, then I move over and put the other slot on the yellow, it looks like that, right? And that's it, free. No cost on that whatsoever. Pretty fantastic. But that's just the beginning, because if you go to upper body, then let's pick something that's pretty busy, you know? So let's take this guy right here. Look at this. Look at this. You get to be a designer. It's actually awesome. It is such a fun thing, and that's why I wanted to give this whole separate part to exactly this, because you get to mix and match the style any which way you want. So if you think you can do it better than the original design, then hey, hey, be my guest, jump in and show us how it's done. So if you think that this is a nicer design and this would look better, you do it. You just customize it. And it's like, it's on all of them, right? Look, even this one. There's so much that you can do. Golden skull, yeah, that suits me better. Black at the back, no. White at the back. It's like you are changing everything. And it's just so cool to have that amount of control. So there we go. I dig that. It looks awesome. It's way more extravagant. It's way more gaudy. It's out there. Perfect. It's loud. That's what I want. Now for the pants, yeah, we want to get loud on the pants too. But we don't want it to be pants. No, we want it to be a... I feel like this is the pants from Kingdom Hearts, isn't it? I'm just seeing it right now. Oh, wait, no, these are good. These are good. So we'll jump into that and we'll be like, yeah, let's match it up. Let's take white on the one. Let's take like a goldy orange on the other. And then let's put this last one on like some yellow trims. So we mix and match and we've got ourselves a banging outfit. Isn't that awesome? And then you can do the same with the shoes. So this entire color system here, it just allows you to go crazy and design everything the way you want it. Boots, we do it the same way. Look, I'm not a really stylish guy, okay? You'll know that if you see the way I dress IRL. But I can already see that I could have a lot of fun with the customization options here. And I mean like a lot of fun. Because there's just so much to do. So check that out. Then, if that wasn't enough, I can come over here and customize the entirety of this thing. We can customize our accessories. Isn't that sick? Check it out. So now we've managed to make ourselves a full character with basically, I want to say like a full custom look. That's just awesome. And we haven't even finished yet because like there's more to do if we want. Like accessory 2. We can jump in there, we can throw a color on there, and so on and so forth. So that basically brings us to the end of what you can do with the avatar. And man, I'm going to talk about this in the outro, but I like what they've done. It's simple, it's satisfying, but it's got a lot of depth if you want to get into it. And that's just the perfect way to do something like this, you know? So I'm going to say finished editing, and I'm going to say save and exit, and I'm going to show you how this works. If you jump back in there now, then you're going to have 10 different slots where you can throw that on. And you can make 10 different avatars. You can change it anytime you want. And that's it. You're good to go. Now, next up. That's not it. There's more. Character customization. Now with this, you can actually customize every single one of the Tekken characters. Yeah. It's madness. So, you'll see here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times 4. That's our 32 characters. All 32 of them can be customized. I'm going to jump into Elisa over here to show you how much you can actually do. As I mentioned, 10 slots on these as well that you can use. And I cannot even begin to consider getting into this. Because this is its own whole thing. This is an hour and a half to 2 hours to even 3 hours of video. If I even start jumping into this and start customizing. So each of these characters has unique options. Because the outfits on this girl here will not work on that big bear fellow, of course. The hairstyles on her will not work on the big bear fellow. It won't work on the big robot dude either. So the way this works is you can preview all of them. You will notice that almost all of these cost fight money. But You can preview all of them here, so you can come in, you can be like, oh, I like that one. Then you can put it on, and you can look at the character. And the same goes for basically everything. You can customize her eyes, and there's just so much. And here's some free options here, by the way. So you can look, there's you know, there's a lot here. And, you know, let me just mention. Look. Oh no. There's color options for every one of them. It is insane. So you got eyes, eyebrow color, eye makeup, cheeks, and a lot of the stuff's free. Look, by the way, look. And even the stuff that costs fight money, that's also free, but you got to play the game a little bit to get it. It's not real money stuff, not entirely, right? So, yeah, you want to mix it up by throwing a tattoo on the face or something like this, you can do it. Full set of customization options, and that's just the start. That's the body stuff. Look at the clothes. Look, just look at these options. Just look. This is insane. Now, a lot of these are shared. A lot of them. But not all of them. Definitely not. If you look at the entire body stuff, check this out. Like, wow. That's a full transformation. This looks like an entirely different character. Look at this one. Let me show you this one over here. It's madness. And I love it. They just give you so much. You know what this is? It's fan service. It's the best possible fan service because you get to customize your favorite character from the Tekken series any way you want. There's lower body stuff and there's shoes. Isn't that crazy? And then, yeah, there's accessories. These aren't even the same accessories that are on the avatars. There's so many. Look, you can put shoulder pads on her. There's a goddamn donut that you can put over her head. You want to make her into a little minotaur? Yeah. It is fantastic. Look, Wolverine claws. Dude, it's madness. It's so much. And if anyone makes a big video of this covering everything, kudos to them, because I'm not brave enough to do that right now. But there is so much. Auras. This is for when you actually move in. There's auras. Look, there's a lightning crackle. Isn't that just the best? Hit effects. You get to customize the hit effects. You can't see those here, unfortunately. But you get to do all of it. Then, look. Look at this. There's a whole massive photo mode in here. I'm sorry, I don't actually know how to move up and down. I think it's this one. And then you like... There we go. Yeah. So there's a whole proper full-on photo mode in here. And yeah, you can change the pose, you can change the background, you can just do whatever you like. You can even green screen it. And then you can record this and use that footage somewhere else. Fan service. And I love them for it. So I'm going to exit without saving quickly. So just imagine to yourself how many options are on just Elisa. I think that's how you say it. Now, if you want to come into a different one, let's look at Kuma. Okay? Kuma might have a few less options because Kuma's a goddamn bear, but oh god, that's beautiful. But Kuma has not been forgotten. Look. Look at this one. Is this like a Yogi Bear thing? Farmer Kuma. Check it out. So there's a bunch of stuff there. There's a bunch of glasses you can put on. There's accessories. You'll see the accessories are oftentimes similar, not exactly the same. And so on. And so forth. I can't get enough of it. Like, what's your favorite character? You pick it, you jump in. You like this one? You jump in, you have a look. There's a ton of stuff. There is so much. Now, I'm sorry. I cannot even begin to consider getting into all of it. But I can tell you that if you are a fan of this game or this series, you will be happy when you jump in here. You will be satisfied by the amount that there is to do. Because there's just so much to do. Right? I remember this guy. I used to play Tekken with some friends when I was young, and he always played this guy and he beat the crap out of me. Okay? So he has these entire body things as well, where you can pick one that just changes the entire character. Look at that. He looks like he's straight from Warframe. Well, this is probably where Warframe got their inspiration from. So yeah, you get to customize all these characters any which way you want. Even if it's stupid, you get to customize them. They don't care if it's stupid. Look, you can even put a joke shop glasses set. It's an experience. Okay? It is an experience. I'll jump into one more. Let's pick one more. I know someone's going to be like, oh god, you picked a bad one. I'm going to take King. So, yeah. There's a lot of cool stuff you can do here. And they have absolutely 100% given us all of what we could want. If we jump in here to play, there's a lot of options. For everyone, for everything. You have so much you can do. Look how cool King is looking, dude. Look how cool. Now, that's it for the character customization. Again, it's just too much. It's too much. Too much. Then your final thing here, you have player customization. So this is basically titles. There's a bunch of different titles you can pick here, and I really mean a bunch. A lot of these you need to unlock by actually playing the game. And then there's title plates. There are some cool ones that you can select here without having to do anything. And then there are like an infinite number more that you can sort of pick and choose. And I really mean an infinite number more. It's like, it's insane. Okay. And a lot of these have customization options of their own, right? Then there's health gauges. You get to customize your health gauge. You see the whole preview over there, by the way. Then your player information panel. Bunch of stuff here. God. Magic mirror. I don't know what that is. And then you can finish up. Jukebox is the soundtrack of Tekken. It's a bunch of, as far as I understand, and I might be wrong with this, it's a bunch of options that you can pick to like put music in here from the old games. You can mix and match, and I think I read somewhere that this has a whole thing that you can sort of link up with your console or something like that, and you can sort of have it playing music in the background for you and looking cool and stuff like that. It's just, there's just so much, right? There's just so much. The game just has so much in it, and this customization section over here is full. And I mean like full to burst in. So, as we are here now, as we move into the outro, I'm just gonna say I am so thoroughly impressed by all these fighting games. Like, we jumped into Street Fighter a little while back, and good God, they had so many cool options. Now we're jumping in here. They've got a cool avatar customization system, and that's nice for the single player. That's nice for the whole quest mode that they've got there. And it's a nice little change from what Tekken is about, right? It's a nice little departure from what you're used to. But then they throw the character customization in there for each of the Tekken characters, and you're just like, whoa! When did you guys make all of this? This must have taken you 15 years to set up, because there's that much. And like, let's get into that for a second. For the character customization and the avatar customization, there is that much. Because you can choose every single item, and you can customize the colors on it. And I don't mean just one color, I mean like 3, 4, 5 colors on some of them. It's madness. So, goddamn, dudes. Tekken, it has it all. This game is packed. It's full to bursting with options. And it's great. It is just the best possible fan service you could ever want. These guys know what players of this game are looking for. And you know what? They gave it to us. They gave it to everyone. You can customize your favorite characters any way you like. You can set yourself up with your own avatar any way you like. You can customize your profile and your whole Tekken persona, because every time you jump in, it's all visible to the other player, the guy that you're playing against. You can just put everything you want into your Tekken experience and share it with the world, and that's just great. So like, every single thumbs up I give this game. And you guys better give it all the thumbs up too, and leave those positive comments so that when the devs come and see a video like this, they're like, yeah man, shit, that's it. That's the love that we wanted. Because for real, the guys that worked on all this character customization stuff, they're the real heroes, okay? Those guys, they work hard, and they know what players want, and they give players what they want. So, GG man, this is fantastic, this is awesome, and it's just like, after getting Street Fighter and having a look at that and seeing all the great stuff you can do with that, having this come along and be just as good, boom, 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 dude. We are winning. All of us, every single one of us as gamers, we are living our best lives thanks to these devs that actually make good games for us, the players. So there you go. That's a Lumin certification of quality that I'm stamping onto this. That's just it. It's great. Yeah, the excellence guarantee. So, if you'd like to leave a comment to gush alongside me, please do. Let me know what you think. If you've been playing the game, if you're getting owned by other people, I'd love to hear about that too. I'm not much of a fighting game guy. I will jump in here and I will just suck. But I'd love to hear from you guys. And I'd love to hear what you think about the customization as well, because there's so much of it going around. Let me know. Please. Give this one a like and share it and do all that other good stuff. Subscribe if you haven't already. You can find my links below if you want to throw money at me on coffee. If you want to check my Twitch stream out, you can do that too. But hey, guys, thanks for being here. Thanks for watching and all the rest. You're awesome. And I love it when you are involved. Happy that.